What up, y'all? Um, I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't. I hope my mic is working too, but I really didn't want to make this video. I just got back from China and I wanted to make a video, um, the Switch and Zelda, since I used that the whole time I was overseas. Um, but then I got home, um, and I'm, checking up on everything and what's going on in the community and all that kind of stuff. And I come across a fucking article that says it's talking about Xbox doesn't need Project Scorpio. It needs to invest in games and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just fucking sick and tired of hearing this bullshit as narrative. I'm just sick of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing all of a sudden it's about the games now. It wasn't about the games in 2013, 14, or uh, the beginning of this generation. It was not about the games. Now all of a sudden it's about the games, and resolution and frame rates and all that shit doesn't matter. How is that possible when this entire generation, the beginning of this generation, that's all it was about? It was about resolution and 900p versus 1080p and all this bullshit. It was not about the games. I get called a lot of fucking names. I get called a lot of shit, fanboy and this, fanboy that. Um, but I just go where the games are, okay? And I realized this last generation. In the beginning of last generation, I was more so on the Xbox in the beginning because it had a lot of games. Towards the middle slash tail end, I was more so on PS3 because that's where the big exclusive games were. That's where the games I liked were. Okay. And I remember looking here and there and looking on the internet. I wasn't really on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube back then. I never even looked at YouTube videos that much. I didn't even know there was a gaming community until the Xbox One released and the PS4. But even like back then, I'm sorry. Let me go back to what I was saying. I was a big fan of the Xbox 360 in the beginning, and then the PS3 because it had the games that I wanted to play. And then in the beginning of this generation, I was more so into the Xbox because it had the fucking exclusives. It had the big games. Now I can see that trend continuing because now Sony is getting the big games. Now they're starting to get big games. Now they're starting to get the Uncharted's and the Last Guardians and the God of Wars and the Last of Us. Now they're starting to get those kind of games. Those games are coming now. But you motherfuckers, this gaming community didn't like. I'm just so frustrated right now. I don't know what I'm triggered right now because now all of a sudden everybody's talking about it's about the games, all this kind of stuff. Where was this narrative in the beginning of this generation? Where was this shit at? Why was nobody asking Sony where the games at? Sony got by with 2 years straight. They got by 2 years straight with just talking about fucking indies and power, indies and resolution. Now you don't hear Sony talking about indies at all. Well, you wonder why they're not talking about indies? Because now they have fucking games. Now they have them. You motherfuckers make me sick, man. I can't stand y'all motherfuckers, man. I cannot stand y'all. I'm looking at all these YouTube videos, all these people talking, in their titles, they're talking about Scorpio isn't gonna mean shit without the games, and this is and that. This look, y'all motherfuckers need to learn something. This shit is not about games. It's not about that. For me, it is. But when it comes to the mass majority of people, I'm gonna put y'all up on game. It is not about the games. It's about who has the better looking games that the casuals play all the time. Who has the better who markets Call of Duty the best? Who markets NBA 2K the best? Who markets Madden the best? Who markets Battlefield the best? That's what it's about when you look at the broader scope of things. Because if you look at it, the 360s in the 360s heyday, when it was making the most money, they didn't have too many games. They had Halo, Gears, and Forza. That's all they had, and they were killing the market because they had the better multiplats, or marketed the multiplats as their own, so they marketed them better. This generation, Sony did not sell all these fucking consoles with fucking Killzone and Knack and Infamous. They didn't do that. Sony is just now getting their games, but they've been killing it this whole generation. If that don't tell you, motherfucker, something, then I don't know what to tell you. And I hate the fact that this fucking, like, fuck, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this video up, man. But I just don't like it, man. I just don't like the fact that I don't like how this gaming media as well is, they just kind of flow with the wind. They just flow with whatever Sony's doing. Whatever Sony's doing, that's the ticket right there. Sony's talking about indies and resolution. The whole gaming community and the media and everything is all about indies and resolution. I remember last generation looking at like little stuff here and there on the Infra-G, and they were talking about how Microsoft is killing the gaming community. I'm not killing the gaming community, but they're killing gaming with these third-party marketing deals. They're throwing their money around and they're just paying for this, they're paying for that, but they're not putting out any games. I remember hearing that last generation. Now motherfuckers are asking Microsoft why they're not doing third-party deals, why they don't have so many. Now third-party deals are a good thing. Why? Third-party deals does not benefit anybody. It's not good for gaming. It's not. I agree with that back then, and I agree with it now. It's basically a company paying to keep content off of another console. It's keeping gamers from getting content. That's what these third-party marketing deals are doing. Now it's different if you're saving the game, like a Street Fighter or Tomb Raider or something like that. Street Fighter probably wouldn't have been made if Sony didn't put the money up for it, and Tomb Raider probably wouldn't have been made if Microsoft didn't put the money up for it. That's different. But I can't stand how shit is swaying. Like, if resolution is important to you in 2013 and 14, why isn't it important to you now? Games were important to me then, and they're important to me now. Why is it all of a sudden resolution doesn't matter now? I don't get you motherfuckers. Like, I don't understand y'all. And I know I'm jumping all over the place here with different topics and shit. I'm just a little pissed. like even in the beginning, like the very beginning of the generation, right? When we saw Rise for the first time, people blew the internet up. Why? Because of the QuickTime events. Oh, we don't want QuickTime events. We don't want. They even changed the game up a little bit because of that. Because of people, complaining about QuickTime events. Sony puts out a game with nothing but QuickTime events, and nobody says shit. Nobody has nothing to say. Until I think it was Until Dawn. Until Dawn was nothing but QuickTime events, but nobody said shit about it. Nobody got on the internet. Nobody got on the forums and complained about that shit. Nobody said nothing. Like, and then on top, another example was console exclusive. When everybody was talking about console exclusives and it's a made up term and it's bullshit. It's not real. It's not a real term. What happened when Sony put console exclusive on their box? That whole narrative just disappeared. This shit is fucking crazy, man. And indies, like I said before, like indies was all the rage. Indies was, you gotta have indies in your game. Microsoft is anti-indie, indie this. And now Sony's not talking about indies. Nobody gives a fuck about indies no more. Nobody's talking about indies. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't fucking gamers, man. Y'all are not gamers. I feel like y'all get some motherfuckers that just caught on a niche on YouTube and y'all just want some fucking attention. Y'all found something to talk about, which is video games, and you just want attention and views. Y'all just some attention whores. That's what I think. Cause I can't see how motherfuckers flip flop like this. I've been consistent in how I felt about gaming. Now all of a sudden, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm done. I might just I don't know if I'm gonna keep this video or delete it. I don't know. But I'm getting sick and tired of y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all some fake bitches. All y'all fake, man. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is just fake. Now I just had to get this off my chest because, I'm getting ready to hop on somebody's podcast and I didn't want to be, the angry black man on somebody else's podcast. So I just had to get it off my chest and just put it on my platform, and go from there. And I still may do this video about Zelda Breath of the Wild. Talk about that, talk about my experience with that. But I just had to make this video, man. I saw that article and I just had to make this video because I'm just tired of hearing the bullshit. But anyway, I'm gonna go over to Craig Harris's channel, and I think he's having a live podcast right now. So you guys should go over and check it out. I'm about to head there now. I feel a little better now, but anyway, I'm done, y'all. This is Psycho Gamer, and look, y'all not gonna hear this too much on my channel. I don't do rants. This might be the first rant I ever did. So if you're here for rants and shit like that, like that's not what I do. But anyway, hit the like button, y'all. Subscribe if you like the video. If you like any of my previous videos, I'm about to head over there now. Come join if you're free. And this is Psycho Gamer, and I'm out. I'll talk to y'all another time. Peace.